This story was sent to me by one of my subscribers, and this guy is his name is Gavin McInness, and he is the founder of the Proud Boys group. We wanted to know for a while now who the founder of this group was. We always saw various members of the group, but we never actually saw the person who spearheaded the actual founding of the group. And it says, according to this, that he was the founder and former head of that particular group. And anyway, the reason why I'm about to talk about him is because it says that he is filing a lawsuit against the SPLC over them labeling the Proud Boys a hate group. But this is I'm laughing because I had a chance to skim through the article, and it's going to show where this guy is filing a lawsuit over them being labeled a hate group. But in the article, it shows that he is demonstrating why they are calling this group a hate group. So it's like, I think that lawsuit might actually just fall on deaf ears. So let me
Came back from a search.
Excuse me, forgive me about that. The Google voice thing popped up. Gavin McInness, founder and the former head of the white nationalist group Proud Boys, filed a federal lawsuit against the Alabama-based Southern Poverty Law Center on Monday after the group branded his work hate speech and he lost most of his social media access. McInness, a Canadian immigrant who now lives in Westchester, claimed in the suit that he was an avowed and vocal opponent of discrimination based on race, religion, sexual preference, and the ideologies and movements espousing extremism, nationalism, and white supremacy. How about that? He's a Canadian immigrant. Well, then they need to send his ass across the border should he lose this lawsuit. Hell, if he wins the lawsuit, still send his ass back across the Canadian border. McInness said the SPLC was defaming him by use of the SPLC hate designation and publishing other false, damaging, and defamatory statements about him in the suit. McInness, age 48, called himself a humorist, businessman, political commentator, and social critic, and said he was banished from most social media platforms because of his inflammatory statements. See, this is going back to that thing where you have a lot of white people who feel that they use that, freedom of speech thing, that First Amendment right, that they can be free of any consequences that come their way when they use such language. They always do this shit and they get caught up in it every single time and then want to act dumbfounded when it catches up with them. They may need to put in the small print, you can use freedom of speech, but there's no freedom of consequence. But then again, they'll probably overlook that. He said the Proud Boys, whose members have a history of violence and neo-fascist rhetoric, were just a pro-President Trump quote-unquote men's club. Well, you don't say. To be quite honest, those of us who have been watching y'all from afar could kind of tell that. It's just that, wow, you finally admit it. The SPLC has gone from a noble institution, genuinely dedicated to eradicating hate, to a hate group in and of itself that pretends this country is frothing with bigots desperate to foment World War III. See, they feel they feel that we outsiders, or people who are not white like them, are the enemy. They have for a long time. And if they weren't a racist organization, then why is the organization only filled with white members? I don't think I've seen any other group of people within that Proud Boy group. And if there are, then they need their head examined. The statement continued, "My family has been attacked and so have my friends. The pro-Trump men's club I started, the Proud Boys, have been rounded up and arrested, facing serious felonies for daring to defend themselves against the radical left. It's not just my circle of conservative Christians. Seemingly countless business and careers have been destroyed by this group." So y'all see right there, he's basically trying to put his organization into a victim category, even though they are the ones who have been doing all the demonizing. I mean, every story we have ever heard involving that Proud Boys organization has involved them messing with somebody, terrorizing property over and over and over again. But they want to throw themselves into the victim category just so they won't be labeled a hate group. But it's already so much heat that has come their way that's going to be very hard. The SPLC has taken a darker view of the Proud Boys, arguing that violence was essential to the group's activism. Violence is at the core of their ideology and their primary tool for silencing their political foes. Since the SPLC listed the Proud Boys as a hate group, McInness has been booted from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. McInness won't be winning any popularity contests in Larchmont either, where many neighbors had posted "hate has no home here" signs, prompting McInness to whine that the messages were a form of aggression against him and his family. The signs began appearing after 9 of his Proud Boys were jailed for attacking protesters in Manhattan in October after a McInness appearance. Well, there you go. Attacking protesters that weren't even attacking them. I'm sure they were up there being peaceful, but then let him tell it. The protesters were the one that were antagonizing his Proud Boys. His suit claims he was defamed by the anti-poverty group and is seeking unspecified monetary damages. The center did not immediately respond to a request for comment. I can tell you right now, he's most likely going to lose that lawsuit. I can see it now. I have rarely seen where a group has gone against the SPLC as far as lawsuits are concerned and actually won. It's like they have a very impenetrable wall that nobody can break down. And his situation will be no different. You can just look at the picture right here of this guy and tell he up to no good. And see, like I said, they antagonize a whole bunch of people all the time, but love to throw and thrust themselves into the victim role so people can feel bad for them, or they can have lawsuits that can stand up in court, like the one he's trying to file right now. He's only filing this because he got removed from social media. In my honest opinion, I feel that's the reason. But it could be other reasons, but reasons I really don't give a damn about. This is his karma. This is what he deserves. He should have thought about that. And the fact that he said that this was a pro-Trump group should already let you know what kind of situation they were on. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments.